I have a lot of food prep to do today in my kitchen, and I thought I would take you all along. I'm starting the day by making my same day sourdough sandwich bread recipe. You can find that over at therosehomestead.com, and I'll also leave a link in the description box if you want to check it out. I'm using some freshly milled hard white wheat today, but you can use all-purpose flour, spelt. It's a really simple recipe, and most flours work really well with it. Now I'm going to let this flour soak in the water for a little while because it breaks down or softens the bran and the germ, which leads to a softer loaf that rises a little bit better. After that has soaked, I'm going to add the remaining flour. With my freshly milled hard white wheat, it took 4 cups. Sometimes it takes between like 3.5 to 4. You really just kind of get a feel for when it pulls away from the side of the mixer, and then you let it knead for about 10 minutes or so until it's really stretchy and glossy. And I'm just going to let this go while I move on to something else that I need to make in my kitchen today. I'm going to quickly get some muffins going. I have no idea what kind of muffins I'm making today, and I didn't think of it until way later. So I'm just getting the basic things together, and then I'm going to ponder what kind of muffin would be good today. Now my dough has kneaded sufficiently, and I'm going to put it in my bread pan and stick it in the proofing box and let it proof. I think this one proofed for about 6 hours before I got it in the oven. Now I'm going into another one of my recipes from the blog, and this is sourdough tortillas. I will leave a link for this as well in the description box. These are so easy. They are so delicious. The sourdough makes them so good. So I'm going to get that mixed up, and while my mixer's going, I'm going to feed my sourdough starter. I had some flour left over from grinding this morning, and I just threw that into the sourdough starter and some water and stirred it up because I have another recipe I want to work on in a couple of days. So be looking for that. I'm going to be making sourdough calzones or calzone. I don't have any accent except for hillbilly, so sorry for that. Here's my sourdough tortilla dough, and I am going to put it in a proofing box to proof for the day. I decided to go with tropical muffins. These are some reconstituted pineapple chunks. I'm just going to chop them up and put them in my muffin recipe, and then I'm going to add some coconut flakes. We devoured these. We both were like, wow, this is the best muffin we've had in a long, long time. They were so refreshing for springtime. This is going to be a go-to recipe for me. They were light, they were fluffy, they were full of flavor, and we just had a good old time eating these. I'm already close to needing another batch, so that's how good they were. But I just put my normal muffin recipe, which is like 2 cups of flour, a cup of buttermilk, some salt, baking powder, baking soda. I'll try to remember and link the video for that. I have a video for my muffin recipe. And then I just added in the pineapple and coconut and vanilla, and they were so good. We are still talking about these muffins. Okay, now I'm going to move on to making some oat milk. Now I flake my own oats, as you can see there. They look just like oats that you would buy. And I have found through the years that the best way to make oat milk is with really cold water and to only process it for like less than 30 seconds. And it never gets slimy or, not good. So as you can see, it's creamy and we love oat milk. It's good with granola. It's good to put in recipes, and you can make it for pennies on what you buy it at the store for, and there's only 2 ingredients. So it's the perfect recipe to make from scratch. Here are those muffins. Oh my goodness. So good. Golden brown, light, fluffy, and delicious. I accidentally tore the top off of one when I was getting them out of the pan, and I wanted to show you the inside. So soft, so fluffy. So here's my same day sourdough sandwich bread. Turned out really well, and it's just my go-to recipe. This is my sandwich recipe, and I love it. As you can see, it's fluffy, it's soft, and absolutely delicious. Okay, I'm going to quickly get this sourdough tortillas done. I have a tortilla maker here, but I don't use it like it's supposed to be used. I use it to fry them on. I find when I try to press them in this that they break apart, and I don't know. I'll roll them out and then I'll lightly press them in the tortilla press, and that gives me a much better result. So I'm just going to cut that up into 8 equal portions and fry them on my tortilla maker. Now let me show you. I put the already rolled out dough and then I lightly press it to make them just a bit bigger, and that's all I use, and then I let them fry on there. So I probably should just use a skillet. Well, thank you all so much for joining me today as I did some food prep in my kitchen and my sourdough day. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we will see you soon.